welcome back to my channel, and if you are new, hello, welcome. My name is Kelsey. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. Today I'm going to be talking about how I cleared up my acne and my skin story and skincare products that I like, because I get it. If you are out there struggling with your skin, it is so beyond frustrating. Like, frustrating does not begin to describe it, and I've been there. It's horrible. It affects your entire life. It affects your social life, your confidence. It makes you want to cancel plans. It's just, it is so consuming. And it is so frustrating because you have your friends and your family telling you it's not a big deal, that, you know, no one notices it, which is true. Believe me, it is true. But I get it. When you're in that position, it's all you can think about, and it is just, it's the worst. So I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about my skin story, how I cleared my acne, and then my favorite products. Basically, as a teenager, I didn't have issues with my skin. I was on the birth control pill when I was about like 16, and I actually went on it originally to help with acne, but even at that time, I didn't really have acne. I just had the occasional breakout, and I went on birth control, and from that time, from about 16 to like 22, when I went off the birth control pill, my skin was completely under control. I would have the occasional breakout here and there, but nothing that was like, you know, super upsetting. I mean, at the time it was upsetting, but looking at it now, it really wasn't anything, and it was completely manageable. So when I was 22, I was instructed by my doctor to go off the birth control pill. There is a family history of breast cancer in my family, and while there is no proven link between breast cancer and birth control pills, my doctor just said she thought it would be a good idea for me to get off of the birth control pill. So that is kind of when my issues started. So I am 26 years old now, and so at 22, my skin just blew up. So basically, after not having acne for my whole life, I all of a sudden had, you know, breakout after breakout, and like that cystic, really under the skin acne, and it was very painful. And I tried everything. I went any cream, literally any cream out there, any topical treatment, did not matter the price. I bought it, I tried it. It didn't matter. I would try any single thing out there. I tried changing my diet, cutting out dairy, cutting out meat, doing all of the things that you read online. I, of course, was trying to drink just like gallons upon gallons of water, and nothing would work. And I finally went to see a dermatologist, and he put me on a pill, like a medication called spironolactone, which actually isn't meant for acne. It's for something else. I feel like I want to say it has something to do with like gallbladder something, but it's a very mild medication, but apparently a side effect of it is that it helps with like hormone control, and so it helps with acne. So I went on that for a little bit, and I did see a bit of an improvement, but that was only for a couple of months, and then my skin just went back to how it was. You guys probably saw from the thumbnail how my skin was, but I'm going to insert the picture here of how it was at its worst point. And you guys, this was March 17th of 2015, so just over a year ago. And I know it was on March 17th, A, because I saw it in my phone, the date, but I also have on green eyeshadow. And I actually remember I was supposed to go meet some friends for a drink for St. Patrick's Day. This was me. This picture was taken when I got in my car after work, and I always kept makeup wipes in my car so that I could take my makeup off as soon as I could. And I took my makeup off, and I saw that photo and was like, I am at my wit's end, because I didn't go that night. I didn't go see my friends. I just was too upset. I was bawling, and like, believe me, you guys, I have been through hard things in life, and I, of anyone, realize that there are more important and more upsetting things and horrible things in this world than having acne. But I will say that, like, at that time, I felt like my world was falling apart. Like, I couldn't bear it. It was just, I was at the end. So basically, I went to my dermatologist and I said, I don't know what else to do. And he said, okay, I think it's time for us to talk about Accutane, which Accutane has such a negative connotation associated with it. For those of you who don't know, Accutane is a medication specifically meant to cure cystic, intense acne. And I just had, it's not that I was against it, but there's just, you hear these horror stories of it affecting people's entire bodies. And believe me, I did not go on Accutane without careful thought, consideration, doing my own research, and I am not sitting here saying that Accutane is for everybody. If you are one of those people that are so against Accutane and are just like, no way, I would never do that to my body, I completely respect that and I understand it because it is intense. You have to change basically your entire lifestyle in order to be on this drug because it is so intense and it affects all parts of your body, not just your skin. But I just wanted to make this video letting you guys know that Accutane was the best thing that I ever did. I went on it I had very mild, if any, side effects, and my skin has been clear ever since. I was on it for about 6 months, and now I have not been dealing with acne, and it has just been amazing. It has genuinely improved the quality of my life, and I wanted to make this video knowing that it might be a little bit controversial because people are so judgmental when it comes to Accutane. But I also want to get the message out there that it can be a really great option if you are on it and you use it correctly and, you know, you're good to your body. Because basically when you're on it, for my dermatologist at least, you have to get monthly blood tests done. So every single month before you get your prescription, you have to go get blood drawn and they make sure all of your levels are correct. I'm not exactly sure what they're checking. I know one of them is cholesterol levels because it makes your cholesterol go up naturally. And so with that said, it's really important to be eating healthy, exercising, and just looking after yourself. You can't drink alcohol on it. Well, you can, but you shouldn't because it's really hard on your liver. So your body can't process that alcohol. So I didn't drink when I was on it, and I am very glad that I did because I feel like that also helped me have such a good experience with it. You also can't be in the sun, so if you have like a vacation coming up or, you know, with it being the summertime coming up, it might just in general not be a good time because you have to be so careful in the sun. And I am someone that I already burn easily, so I was putting on SPF 30 constantly, just making sure I was protecting myself. Even though I would never go and like bake in the sun anyways, you have to be very careful in the sun. What else is it? It makes your skin so dry because basically what it does is it completely like sucks up your oil production in your skin, and that is what helps make your acne go away. But with that said, it makes your my nose around here was dry, my lips were chapped. Like, I'm making it seem so unappealing, but I am just letting you guys know the reality of it. But in the end, looking back on it, it was genuinely the best thing that I ever did for myself and for, you know, my well-being, and I recommend it. I really do. And with that said, I just want to make, of course, a disclaimer that if you are struggling with your skin and you're thinking about going on Accutane, make sure you talk to your doctor first and all that stuff, because I am, you know, not an expert and I am not a doctor. I just know for me, that is what worked. If you have other remedies that worked for you that were more natural, that is so awesome, and I am like so jealous because I tried so many of them and nothing worked for me, but Accutane is what worked, and it also what has stuck. And my skin, I get the occasional breakout here and there, but like nothing that I feel like I was dealing with before. So that is kind of my skin story. I also asked my sister before I filmed this video, and she said it was okay for me to talk about. She had the exact same experience that I did, was on the birth control pill, went off of it, skin broke out, and then we went on Accutane about the same time, and she had the same experience. You know, excellent results, not that many side effects, and she looked after herself as well. So I'm not the only one with this experience, and if you are comfortable sharing, leave a comment down below. Let us know what your experience has been with Accutane or with other remedies. But yeah, I feel like the main point of this video is that I want to reiterate that I get it, that having acne and skin issues is so frustrating, and that Accutane is an option. That's all I want to say. It is an option, and it worked well for me, and I have zero regrets. Zero. So for those of you who don't struggle with your skin, you're probably just sitting here waiting for me to talk about the products, and if you don't struggle with your skin and you never have, I am so jealous. That is amazing. Don't take that for granted because there are so many of us that have had this like battle, and it is horrible. As far as skincare products, what I like to use on a daily basis is simple, like the most basic simple products you can find, and I only have done this recently. When I was struggling with my skin, like I said, I would go out and buy the most expensive, intense products out there with like salicylic acid and like all of the different like medications, the topical medications, and just everything. Like, I put so much crap on my skin, which, thinking about it now, definitely did not help the situation. But I also want to say that acne is not from having dirty skin, and that is so offensive to those of us who I felt like I could not have taken better care of my skin. It was so clean that it was like almost too clean, and my acne problem was coming from within, and regardless of what I was putting in my body or putting on my body, I couldn't fix it. So people that are like, oh, like they must have dirty skin, they must be eating too much chocolate bars. For me, that was not the case. Like that was not the case. I was doing everything in my power and it just wasn't working. So that is one more thing that I wanted to talk about. Back to the skincare. As far as actually cleansing my face, I like to use soap. Just basic soap. And I don't mean like oil of Olay or like Dove or anything like that. This is from Rocky Mountain Soap Company, and this has a charcoal kind of thing running through it, and this is actually really good for like cleansing skin. But I don't use just this type. I just like to go to Rocky Mountain Soap Company, buy a few bars of their natural soaps, and they have the soaps that come like they cut them off like big chunks. And I have just found for my skin, as far as cleansing, using just something super simple and natural. There's one that's like a poppy seed soap. I love that one as well. But try it out. If you are struggling with your skin, or even if you're not, just using plain old soap to cleanse your face is so enjoyable, and I feel like my skin just really responds to it well. I brought my whole soap dish, just mainly because I like my soap dish. Also, before I use that soap, I use like a makeup wipe to remove everything. So I'm not using that to like get rid of my makeup. I like to use a makeup wipe and then that soap. And then another cleanser I want to mention is this one from First Aid Beauty. This is the Ultra Repair Wash, calm skin and improve moisture retention, and it's safe for sensitive skin. I love this cleanser because, again, it is so simple. There isn't a fragrance to it. It basically just gets your makeup off. It cleans your skin, and it is just basic and simple, and it doesn't irritate my skin. Oh, I haven't even opened this one yet. I keep these basically stocked because I love them so much. First Aid Beauty is sold at Sephora. It is not overly expensive. It is not, it is not as affordable as drugstore options, but this is what I just like to keep in the shower to wash my skin. But again, in my opinion, just the more basic, the better. My favorite toner, and it's not even like a toner, is from Burt's Bees, and this is their Rosewater toner. And I used to do, like when I had acne, I would use those toners that like almost burn your skin. And I liked that feeling because I felt like it was like, kind of like tightening it up. But I do not like that feeling at all anymore. And I feel like your skin needs to learn to like balance itself naturally. So if you're constantly putting those like super acidic toners on it, it's really hard for it to find that natural balance. That is just my opinion. I could be wrong, but I just like using this because it is so natural. It almost feels like you're just putting another like wash of water on your face, but just with like a little something extra, and it smells really good. The ingredients in it are really nice, and I just like to take a little cotton pad and put it all over my skin after I wash it. And it honestly just feels really good. It just feels really good. This is really affordable. You can find this at the drugstore, at like Walmart, Target, lots of places. Now, as far as moisturization, I have very dry skin, and also if you are deciding to go on Accutane, or if you have been on Accutane, keeping up with keeping your moisture and hydration in your skin is so important, because if it kind of gets away from you, you will literally have like flaky lips and it's painful. But I have some products here that are amazing. Again, First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Cream, Intense Hydration for Dry, Parched Skin. This is my all-time favorite face moisturizer. I like to use this at nighttime because it really absorbs into the skin without feeling greasy, but it's so hydrating, and I love the consistency of it. It is very, very thick, like it is an actual cream, and so if you, again, have dry skin or you're on Accutane, try this out. It is so great. Sometimes First Aid Beauty comes out with like little kits. Like this came in a kit together. It was at Christmas time, but sometimes they come out with kits and you can try out all the products for a super great price, and I swear by it. I also love to mix in an oil with my moisturizer occasionally. Not every single night, but this one from Boscia is the Subaki Beauty Oil, and I just take a drop or two and put it into that cream, and it just really helps to give that extra kind of hydration to my skin if I'm feeling like it, needs a little pick-me-up. You definitely don't need to use two separate moisturizers or creams, like in the daytime and the nighttime. You can use the same one. I used this at nighttime and in the daytime for a long time, and it was awesome. But recently I found this Tarte Drink of H2O Hydrating Boost, and this has become my go-to morning moisturizer, and I'm so scared that this is limited edition because if they don't sell this, I'm gonna have to stock up hard. It is just such a beautifully clean smelling, fresh, it is like a boost. That's exactly what it is. It's a boost of hydration, and I love using it in the morning time. It's really awakening and has a really nice cool scent to it, like a refreshing scent. So if you are looking to have, you know, a different nighttime and daytime moisturizer, this is what I would recommend for the daytime. As far as like spot clearing and spot treatments, my favorite that I have found is from Glam Glow, and this is the Super Mud Clearing Treatment. So if I have a breakout or I can feel something coming on, I like to take a little Q-tip and just dab it on, let it dry, and then wash it off. I don't like to leave this on overnight because it is a little bit too drying for me, but this is an awesome option. This is expensive for sure, but you just need to use a tiny little bit. I would not recommend putting this all over your face. I think that would be like super, super hard on your skin. But if you just use it as a spot treatment, it works very well. So I hope you guys found this video helpful today. Please let me know if you have any questions at all. You can leave them in the comment section, or feel free to like message me on Instagram or Twitter if you're not comfortable leaving your question down below. I am more than happy to help you guys if you need help, like, or if you're just having like a mental breakdown when it comes to your skin, because I have been there, and it is so hard, but it does get better. There are options. Get a dermatologist, get the ball rolling, and it will get better, I promise. So if you are new, please subscribe. It means so much to me. I make a lot of beauty related videos, and I just, you know, we have fun here. So I hope you guys are all having an amazing day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye. Hi guys, how's it going? I hope you are all having an amazing week so far. Today's video is going to be my Sephora VIB sale haul.